What's up, guys? Today in this video we're taking a look at 3 CRKT knives that I'm getting to try out. I think they're kind of interesting. I've always wanted to get my hands on them. So first we're going to look at is the CRKT Squid. This is a steel frame lock thumb stud actuated knife. It's really small and compact. It looks kind of like a grenade shape to me, or like an egg. Kind of interesting. It's got a nice steel pocket clip, steel frame lock, and it's pretty just wheel it out with your thumb there. Not very, you could maybe get like 3-finger grip on this guy. That third finger's kind of falling off the back, but really small little cutter. I sharpened it up a little bit and it's in good shape. So just a nice tiny frame lock knife. Pretty solid. This thing's really solid. Feels good. Solid lockup. Not much of a detent, but so you can't really, I mean, maybe if you're good enough you could flick it straight up, but kind of just wheel it out with your thumb. It's an interesting small design from CRKT. This is a Burnley design. There's also a larger version of this that I'd also like to try at some point, but this is the original small one. This is the first one that was released, I believe. Is that nice? This one's got that nice like dark stone washed finish on there. Kind of cool. So if you're looking for just like a small knife you could throw around, maybe if you have a blade limit in your area, this would be a good one. I imagine this is good for if you don't really want a knife but still need something to cut. This is probably good for that kind of purpose. But cool little steel frame lock. Nice finish. So that's that guy. And then this is an assisted knife. This is the CRKT Foresight. It's a Ken Onion design. It's assisted there. Look at this guy. This one's interesting. Kind of reminds me of the knife from The Hobbit, Sting. His sword kind of reminds me of this blade shape, which is kind of interesting. It's got a long, swoopy kind of blade and handle. Very much flows together. It's got these big handle grooves. Really tells you where to put your fingers. But it is comfortable. It is, at least for my size hand, it is comfortable. Locks in there. No jimping on the top of the blade at all. Nice thick blade stock. It's got a hollow grind, which is kind of nice. Slight hollow grind, very slight hollow grind, I believe. So, but it's assisted, so definitely flops out there, fires out pretty nicely. Kind of cool. There's like a GRN or FRN handle, and then this one is almost perfectly centered too, so that's pretty cool. This one had the pocket clip fell off of this one. It didn't come with a pocket clip when I bought it, so that's too bad. But just an interesting CRKT design. It reminds me a lot of the ZT 0200, and I actually have one, so I'll compare them here. If you've ever, it's another Ken Onion design, but you can see the design similarities here of these two knives. They look very similar overall. Nice recurve blade shapes on both of these. The big handles. It's very much of Ken Onion's design cues in both of these knives. You can definitely see there the similarities. So I thought that was pretty interesting, especially because of the price difference between these two. You know, this one being much more expensive and this one being cheaper, on the cheaper end. It's just kind of cool to have them see that they're both Ken Onion designs. So that's kind of cool that Ken Onion works with CRKT as well as Zero Tolerance Kershaw. So pretty cool. Just an interesting, cheaper knife design. I wish the pocket clip had been tip up, because right now it's tip down, and I wish it had a pocket clip to begin with. But you know, I wish it was tip up, which would be nice, but it's not. But this one's runs on bearings. It's a nice liner lock. Good action, good, solid, really solid lockup. Pretty good assisted action in there. You put the blade out at all, it comes out like that, comes all the way out. Really nice. It's also a pretty quiet knife too, which is kind of cool. But just an interesting design from Ken Onion. So that's the CRKT Foresight. Interesting. And the last one we're going to take a look at is this CRKT CEO. And this is a really slim pen kind of styled knife. It's supposed to look like a pen when you put it in your pocket. It has a tip down pocket clip, which also not my style pocket clip. I definitely don't like, I like carrying tip up. But the pocket clip itself is like really wide. It comes really far off the body of the knife, which is kind of interesting. I wish it wasn't this tall. I wish it was also mounted at this side, obviously, but I wish it wasn't this tall because it kind of does stick up a lot and you can feel it in hand. But anyway, let's get this open. Here's the thumb studs. Flick it out. And there it is. It looks really nice from this side. I like this side of looking at this side of it. Looks good. And these nice kind of like, it's got like this micro texturing. I think it's G10, but it's got this like micro milling that feels really cool in your hand. And then this side, it's got the massive pocket clip up here. It says CEO. This is a Rogers design with this one's also on bearings. You can see here it's got a steel butt plate on the bottom and also acts as like a small backspacer. Just one single thumb stud. It's just kind of interesting. It's only on the one side. You can unscrew it and take it out, I guess. I don't know why you do that, but you can. This has a T6 pivot. Now, T6 pivots should never be a thing, but, you know, this one has a T6 pivot, so whatever. But yeah, I just don't like the placement of this pocket clip. Other than that, it's a pretty cool knife. It ruins the ergos of this knife. Like, you're trying to hold it, and you can feel that pocket clip right here digging into your hand a lot, and it just gets in the way. I really wish it was down here, but that's all right. Other than that, it feels good. Nice, sharp, slicey, very shiny satin grind on this one, so that's kind of cool. So that's the last one I've got for you today. This one's also pretty good centered. So just 3 interesting CRKT knives. This one isn't drop shutty, but that's because it's a really light blade, but it does snap out there pretty well. So just an interesting pen style design. It's supposed to look like a pen in your pocket, so I think that's why they did this style of pocket clip. But that's okay. Nice deep carry clip, but it just sticks really far up off the handle of the knife. But anyway, that's 3 really cool CRKT knives. The thumb stud placement is weird on this one. They kind of like dug out a spot for it. I wish it was a little bit out or easier to get to. Also, you can't access the liner really easily. You have to like dig your finger in there, which is really a little bit annoying. And there's also no jimping on this one either. So just some things to note if you're wanting to take a look at any of these. So that's that's my CRKT knives that I've got here showing you. The CRKT CEO, the Foresight, and the Squid. So let me know what you guys think of these designs. If you have them, let me know what you think of them. And that's about it. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and have a great day. Bye.